In the gate. And they're off. Overemphasized. Rockets out of there to take the lead. Hard Not to Love now catches up and takes the lead. So it's Hard Not to Love faster than them. Flat Out Joy on the outside, a joint second. A gap of 4 back to Thought I'd Miss You. And Morning Sin is the trailer. Down the backstretch they go, and it's Hard Not to Love by a length and a half. Flat Out Joy, overemphasized, comes back for more in between them. A gap of 4 back to Thought I'd Miss You, who's then 7 clear of Morning Sin, who's well off the rail. They have 3/8 of a mile to go. Hard Not to Love, a length and a half. Flat Out Joy, overemphasized, is back to third, but still only a length and a half off the lead. Big gap back to Thought I'd Miss You, and then another one to Morning Sin. A quarter of a mile to go. Hard Not to Love. Flat Out Joy drifts out while rallying up alongside, but Hard Not to Love has plenty left in the tank with an 1/8 to go. Flat Out Joy chasing gamely, then it's overemphasized in third. A 16th to go, and Hard Not to Love, good-looking first-time starter, will pull away for an authoritative score. Hard Not to Love fired big. Flat Out Joy was second. Overemphasized third. Morning Sin fourth. They're in the gate, and they're off. Fast beginning for Sneaking Out. Tis a Master also came away smoothly, and Steal the Diamonds is coming through along the inside to take a narrow lead. So it's Steal the Diamonds and Sneaking Out head and head for the front. Hard Not to Love was not quick out of there and is now headstrong, splitting those rivals and moving right up to put her neck on the lead. In fact, she now opens up 3/4 of a length as Hard Not to Love. Steal the Diamonds, Sneaking Out second and third. And then comes Miss My Rose fourth, 3 lengths off the pacemaker. Tis a Master at the back of the field. They passed a half mile in the Angels Flight Stakes. And it's Hard Not to Love leading by a length and a half. Sneaking Out is in second. Miss My Rose to their outside third. Steal the Diamonds has lost some ground now, fourth and 3 lengths off the lead. Another 3 back to Tis a Master. Midway on the far turn, at the rail, Hard Not to Love, trying to go on with it. It's just ahead in front, but Sneaking Out makes her move, as does Miss My Rose. Sneaking Out, the new leader at the top of the stretch. Miss My Rose in the white blinkers on the outside. Hard Not to Love is back in third, but fighting on willingly. There's a furlong left to go. Sneaking Out, Miss My Rose, close quarters. Sneaking Out now shakes loose by a length. Miss My Rose trying hard on the outside. Sneaking Out, a length to the good of Miss My Rose. And Sneaking Out wins the Angels Flight. Miss My Rose was second. Hard Not to Love third. Tis a Master checks in fourth. And they're off in the Brea Stakes. Stirred is hustled between horses. Mother has the lead, however. Bellafina now rushes up in between rivals. And Free Cover close down at the rail, now a joint second. Behind this group, Del Mar May is about 4 or 5 lengths off the lead. Motion Emotion just outside of her. First Star is down at the rail, 4 lengths in front of Bell's the One, and Hard Not to Love at the back of the field. Bellafina controls it down the backstretch. She's in front by a length and a half. Mother is in second, and Free Cover at the rail third. Motion Emotion, 3.5 lengths off the pace. First Star trying to make some progress down at the rails, stirred between rivals. Del Mar May has lost a little bit of ground. Bell's the One is moving up while 3 wide. And from the back of the field, Hard Not to Love is also starting to rally. Bellafina and Mother firing a big shot on the outside of Bellafina at the top of the stretch. Bellafina called on now. 4 lengths back to Hard Not to Love. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Bellafina, Mother, and Hard Not to Love continues to storm home on the outside. Hard Not to Love from well out of it has taken command close to home, and it's Hard Not to Love. Mike Smith in the record books as she wins the Brea Stakes. Bellafina was second. Mother finished third in front of First Star, and Bell's the One. And they're off in the Santa Monica, and Lady Ninja comes out running. So does Road Rager along the inside. These two hook up, and Mother is a length back in third. Then it's Zusha and Hard Not to Love. Only 3 lengths covers the field as they get to the main track. Road Rager at the rail, Lady Ninja. Lady Ninja puts her nostrils in front. Mother is next. Zusha, 1 from the rail. And Hard Not to Love, widest of all, but pretty close. Only 2 lengths off the lead as they run down the back stretch. Road Rager, Lady Ninja continue to share the front spot with Zusha in between them. Mother is only a length off the lead, but she's going to go 4 wide into the far turn. And Hard Not to Love at the back. Road Rager the first to surrender around the far turn. It's Lady Ninja who goes on with it. Mother, Hard Not to Love on the outside. 3 across the track coming to the quarter pole. Zusha is in fourth, then Road Rager. Mother takes the lead, immediately confronted by Hard Not to Love, and Lady Ninja's in for a fight too at the rail. There's a furlong left to go, and it's Hard Not to Love under very confident handling, just cruising on by. And what a classy filly this one is. Hard Not to Love will absolutely dominate the Santa Monica as she wins by 4 easy lengths. Mother second, then Zusha and Lady Ninja. Goes in. And they're off in the Beholder Mile. Cece comes out well. Durlou is sent out for the lead. Hard Not to Love along the inside is also up with the pace too. And Mike Smith lets her go to the front. Hard Not to Love will lead them. Durlou is in second. They're followed by Ollie's Candy, racing third, about 4 lengths off the leader. Zusha is down at the rails, Cece outside of her, and KD Trey is far back. Onto the back stretch, and it's the favorite Hard Not to Love, leading by a length to Durlou in second. Then Ollie's Candy and CC. CC is now only just 2 lengths off the lead, 4 wide, but getting closer. Down at the rails, Zusha, a distance to KD Trey. There's a half mile to go in the Beholder Mile, with Hard Not to Love showing the way, 3/4 of a length to Ollie's Candy. CC inches up on the outside, Durlou back to fourth. Then it's Zusha and KD Trey. 3/8 to go, Hard Not to Love. CC now comes with a big challenge on the outside. Hard Not to Love, CC squaring off with 5/16 of a mile to go. 2.5 to Ollie's Candy in third, and they're followed by Zusha. Top of the stretch, Cece on the outside puts her head in front. Hard Not to Love is asked to respond, but Cece is loaded with a furlong to go, and she's just cruising. Hard Not to Love is back to second. Then it's Ollie's Candy in third, 16th pole, and Cece pulls away for an authoritative win in the Beholder Mile. Cece and Victor Espinoza by almost 3. Hard Not to Love second, Ollie's Candy third, KD Trey up for fourth. In the gate. And they're off. Fighting Mad comes out running for the lead. CC is forwardly placed. KD Trey and Horologist are right together, and Hard Not to Love is at the back of the field. Fighting Mad sets the pace with Horologist, KD Trey, and CC just behind her. A gap of 3 to Hard Not to Love. They have 6 furlongs to run in the Santa Maria Stakes. And it is Fighting Mad, uncontested. 2-length lead on Horologist, who's clearly into second, KD Trey third. CC is fourth, 4 lengths off the leader, and Hard Not to Love inches into contention. They're heading toward the half-mile pole. Fighting Mad still a 2-length lead. KD Trey, Horologist right together. CC kept in the clear, 3.5 lengths off Fighting Mad, and still another length and a half to Hard Not to Love. Heading to the 3/8. Fighting Mad, the controlling speed, doing it easily so far. In front by 2 lengths, CC now is called on. takes up the chase on the outside of Horologist. KD Trey losing ground. Hard Not to Love outside of her. A quarter of a mile to go. Fighting Mad. Cece's having to work to get to her second. 3 back to Horologist in third. And Hard Not to Love starts to find her best stride. Fighting Mad turns for home, means business. Maintains a 2.5 length lead on Cece, who's all out. And then Hard Not to Love, final furlong. And Fighting Mad, still very strong on the front end. Hard Not to Love takes up the chase, but will be no match for Fighting Mad. Coast to coast in the Santa Maria. Second goes to Hard Not to Love. Cece third. KD Trey was fourth.
Fighting Mad coming up. And they're all in line. They're off in the Clement L Hirsch. And Fighting Mad goes immediately to the front and opens up here to a 2.5 length lead instantly. Ollie's Candy is away running in second. Dog Tag is out third, and then CC to the outside. At the rail, Hang a Star is next, and Hard Not to Love will be last in the early stages here, and she's backed off about 8 lengths from Fighting Mad, who's loose on the lead around this first turn. And Ollie's Candy is getting a bit closer now. She's only a length and 3/4 behind. The first quarter was up in 23.15 seconds. So Abel Cedillo takes a hold of Fighting Mad on the lead. They lead it by a length and a half. And then it's Ollie's Candy on the outside, Dog Tag, and CC right there in fourth by another 2.5. Hang a Star is next. Hard Not to Love is last of them all, 7 lengths off the lead. The half was 46.55 seconds. Up the backstretch they go with Fighting Mad, the leader by a length and 3/4. Ollie's Candy is second. Dog Tag third on the inside. CC nudged along to go fourth. She's got 4 lengths to make up as they make their way into the far turn. Then it's Hang a Star and Hard Not to Love. Around the turn, Fighting Mad to catch. Fighting Mad, the leader by a length and a half. CC is putting in her bid on the outside. Ollie's Candy is in between those two, and the 3 of them will arrive at the top of the stretch in the Clement L Hirsch, and they're into the stretch, and Fighting Mad turns for home in front. Ollie's Candy full out trying to come and get her. CC is third, furlong to run. Fighting Mad holding on to the lead. Ollie's Candy, second on the outside, still trying hard. Fighting Mad, Ollie's Candy coming down to the line. Fighting Mad wins the Clement L Hirsch and heads to the Breeders' Cup. Ollie's Candy was second, and then it was CC and Hang a Star.
And they're off in the Zenyatta. Beautiful beginning. Fighting Mad straight to the front. Harvest Moon has speed too. Then it's Proud Emma, passed by Hard Not to Love. Fighting Mad will set the pace. Harvest Moon doesn't want to let her get too far in front. Those two sprint along in the early going. Hard Not to Love is 3 wide in third, and Proud Emma tucked in along the rail. They have about 6 furlongs to run in the Zenyatta Stakes. And it's the heavy favorite Fighting Mad, 3/4 of a length to Harvest Moon. Hard Not to Love is outside of that pair, and Proud Emma on the rail. 3 lengths covers the field, onto the backstretch they go. And it's Fighting Mad by a length. Harvest Moon, Hard Not to Love, and Proud Emma. The running order hasn't changed. Fighting Mad strides clear a length and a half. Harvest Moon second by 2. Proud Emma takes third, and Hard Not to Love now outside of her last. Into the far turn, it's Fighting Mad by a half length. Harvest Moon comes to challenge her now. These two are within a half length of one another. 4 lengths back to Hard Not to Love. Proud Emma drops out. A quarter of a mile to go, and Harvest Moon is right up to Fighting Mad, and Harvest Moon has taken the lead as the field turns for home. Fighting Mad is trying to re-rally at the rail. 4 back to Hard Not to Love. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go, and Harvest Moon is the leader. Fighting Mad is a half length back. 4 more. Hard Not to Love is finishing honestly, but it's Harvest Moon stepping up to the plate. Leads by a half length close to home. Fighting Mad, Hard Not to Love, a late surge. Harvest Moon has won the Zenyatta. Hard Not to Love second. Fighting Mad finished third. And they're off. Beautiful beginning for Fighting Mad. Sanenus has speed, Hard Not to Love along the inside, and Miss Stormy D fourth in the early going. Then it's Message, Never Be Enough, and Proud Emma at the back. Fighting Mad is the quickest into the first turn. Hard Not to Love comes through, though, and these two are now stride for stride. Two more to Sanenus in third. Miss Stormy D is covering up Message, about 5 lengths off the lead. Then Proud Emma and Never Be Enough. Hard Not to Love leads by a half length coming to the 5/8 pole. Fighting Mad going right with her in second, a gap of 3.5 to Sanenus in third. Then Miss Stormy D fourth as Fighting Mad has retaken the lead and opens up nearly a length. Message is now 8 lengths off the pace, followed by Never Be Enough and Proud Emma. There's a half mile to run in the Zenyatta Stakes. And Fighting Mad leads by 3/4, but now Hard Not to Love comes right back for more, as does Sanenus. So Hard Not to Love and Sanenus going on with it. At the rail, Fighting Mad is back to third. Miss Stormy D is in striking range, has had a good trip. A length and a half off the new clear leader, Sanenus. It's a big gap to the rest, headed by Never Be Enough, who is racing on the outside of Message, and then Proud Emma. Turning for home, Sanenus, the leader, opens up 2.5 now on Miss Stormy D. Fighting Mad has dropped out of it. Hard Not to Love is outside of her. It's all Sanenus with a furlong left to go. A dazzling display. Opens up 5. Miss Stormy D is in second. Hard Not to Love trying her best on the outside behind Sanenus, who will jog home under Umberto Rispoli, scoring by almost 6 lengths. Tight photo, very close between Miss Stormy D and Hard Not to Love, and then it was a photo between Never Be Enough and Fighting Mad. And they're off in the Santa Monica. Biddy Duke is out quickly, so is Golden Principle. And here comes Merneath, flashing plenty of sharp early speed, and Merneath is up to take the lead away from Biddy Duke, with Golden Principle in between those two. Kahira is a close-up fourth, only about a length and a half off the lead, and Fair Maiden is down at the rail. Then Secret Keeper right next to Amuse. A 4-wide Proud Emma is only 5 lengths off the lead, and Hard Not to Love is at the back. There's a half mile left to run. Merneath at the rail. Golden Principle ahead back second. Biddy Duke 3/4 behind them in third. Then it's Kahira between horses. Fair Maiden, Amuse widest of all, but only 2 lengths off the leaders. Secret Keeper is next, passed by Proud Emma, and still another 3 to Hard Not to Love. They have 5/16 of a mile to go. Merneath and Golden Principle on even terms. Biddy Duke still 3/4 behind, 3 wide. Amuse is next. Proud Emma trying to launch a wide bid. At the rail, Fair Maiden, Kahira, Hard Not to Love still last as Merneath scampers clear a furlong out. Opens up 2.5 on Golden Principle. Now it's 3, and it's Merneath. Very focused this afternoon, and much the best in the Santa Monica Stakes. Merneath and Edwin Maldonado by almost 3. Golden Principle second. Kahira completes the Bob Baffert trifecta, and then Biddy Duke.